man pretended to be drunk. When passing by the bank, he quietly placed a time bomb on the glass window. Then he deliberately created chaos, just to trigger the alarm system. The police quickly arrived at the scene, but after checking, they didn't find anything unusual. They thought the alarm was just a false trigger, so they pulled out their access card and disabled the alarm. Little did they know, the robbers had already hacked into the surveillance and were watching their every move. The robbers decisively pressed the detonator. After the explosion, thick black smoke immediately filled the bank. The police saw this and quickly called for backup, realizing the robbers would definitely take advantage to rob the bank, so the police deployed a large force to search. However, the robbers didn't want to rob this bank. After making sure all the police were at the bank, the robbers quickly went to the jewelry store on the other side. Then they took out the cutting tool they had prepared and gently drew a circle on the glass window. In no time, they cut out a hole. The thief carefully crawled inside. After entering, his partner took out a scanner, cracked the code and opened the door, successfully found the target safe. Realizing the valuable jewels were inside, the two split their tasks clearly and started working. Hunter removed the wire mesh nearby, then took the hard drive from the weak current box. The surveillance camera above immediately went offline. Then Harry took out a drill from his bag and started drilling into the safe, while Hunter was behind him measuring the decibels. Once the detector showed over 100, he would immediately tell Harry to stop, otherwise the noise would easily attract attention. Just when they thought everything was going smoothly, the hacker Jamie suddenly noticed that two cops were heading toward their location. Realizing Harry was making too much noise, Hunter quickly tried to stop him, but Harry not only didn't stop what he was doing, he even turned the drill to maximum power and kept furiously drilling the safe. Soon he managed to drill a small hole. Seeing this, Harry inserted a stethoscope inside, then put on the headphones and carefully listened to the gears turning. To cover his teammate, Hunter quietly crawled behind a nearby car. Seeing two security guards about to enter the jewelry store, Hunter quickly grabbed a wrench and smashed it against the car. As the car alarm went off loudly, he successfully drew the two security guards over, buying Harry precious time. At this moment, Harry was still cracking the safe. He closed his eyes and carefully felt the gears turning. As his fingers gently moved, the gears started aligning with the keyhole bit by bit. Harry was a little nervous at this point, afraid of making a mistake in the process. Luckily, after his persistent effort, he successfully aligned the gears with the keyhole. Then Harry slowly opened the vault. Inside were lots of valuable diamonds. After packing up all the diamonds, Harry went to the designated spot to meet up with his teammates. They successfully took away diamonds worth tens of millions, but what they didn't know was, these diamonds belonged to the local crime boss. When John found out his diamonds were stolen, he immediately sent his men to catch the robbers as quickly as possible. Then his men found the leader who was fencing the diamonds, and successfully got the robbers' information. They immediately drove to their warehouse, and captured Hunter and Jamie. When Harry got the news, he decisively went to the crime boss's base. However, John didn't kill him. Instead, he offered Harry a deal. If Harry could steal 1 billion dirty money from customs for him, he would not only release the others, but also give Harry a generous reward. Helplessly, Harry had no choice but to agree. The next day, they began the operation. First, they deliberately caused chaos inside customs, then disguised their identities to sneak inside, and secretly moved the money onto the truck. But on the way to John's warehouse, they were betrayed by John. John deliberately leaked their escape route to the police, forcing Harry to jump into the sea. But when John opened the truck to check his money, he found it was all coupons inside. Turns out Harry had already expected John to make a move. He had already bribed an inside repairman to modify the truck into a police car. When the police went to check the explosion site, they secretly drove the fake police car next to the target truck, then quickly soaked all the bills with color-changing liquid, and then put them back in the truck. After oxidation, the liquid made the real bills look like vouchers, so in fact the real money was in John's warehouse. Then Harry took the bills John had abandoned, and secretly brought them back to his own base.
What's up?